With your help, please chip in today.
His duty to protect his streets and his...
I hope someone burns down your whole precinct with all y'all inside.
As you can see, that is anything but a peace.
So the press secretary destroys the media and the Democrats by showing the violence of the peaceful protesters. Let's watch.
Of our fellow American citizens and the safety of our brave law enforcement officers. Yet some Democrats and some in the media continue to ignore reality. As Portland's Democrat Mayor Ted Wheeler tweeted, quote, "What I saw last night was powerful in many ways. I listened, heard, and stood with the protesters, and I saw what it means when the federal government unleashes paramilitary forces against its own people." That was a quote from the Democrat mayor, who quite literally stood in the middle of a riot as violent protesters attacked a federal building. That is appalling. And
real quick, I love how she's calling them all out to their faces. And I believe Fox News actually cut the broadcast at one point, and you'll see.
Mayor Wheeler's clearly failing at his duty to protect his streets and his city there in Portland. The federal government has a sworn duty to uphold the laws of the United States. Through field offices and federal facilities across the country, these agents protect and serve the American people. Yet the rhetoric of the left undermines our justice system, with Nancy Pelosi calling them stormtroopers, Jim Clyburn calling them the Gestapo, and Wheeler using the term paramilitary forces. Under President Trump, violent crime rates in America finally began to fall. Rhetoric like this cannot be allowed to set us back. Augmenting the Federal Protective Service, guarding federal...
Real quick, I just want to say that the left blames Trump for the rioting that's going on. But Trump has nothing to do with the rioting that's going on. That's like me saying, I'm going to jump off the bridge because AOC is a socialist, and then I jump off the bridge and blame AOC for murdering me. No, she had nothing to do with it. Like, Trump has nothing to do with the riots. It's my reaction to that, just that person's just being there.
Federal property in Portland. Our brave officers have since augmenting them, I should say, our brave officers have faced all of these various things, like rioters barricading officers inside the Hatfield Federal Courthouse, trapping officers inside. A, quote, commercial grade mortar firework was launched by rioters. A federal agent's hand was impaled by planted nails. Another federal agent was shot with a pellet gun, leaving a wound deep to the bone. And tragically, 3 federal officers were likely left permanently blinded by the rioters using lasers pointed directly at their eyes. These are not the actions of so-called peaceful protesters, and the Trump administration will not stand by and allow anarchy in our streets. Law and order.
Comment below if we should mass arrest all of these rioters. Just every single night they come out, we should just mass arrest them all.
Order will prevail, and I have a short video for you because I want it to be real what is happening right now in Portland. So if we could play that video, that'd be great.
Showing this footage directly to the media that these protesters are not peaceful.
I hope someone kills your whole family.
That wasn't me, homie.
I hope they kill you too. I hope someone burns down your whole precinct with all y'all inside. Can't wait to see it.
As you can see, that is anything but a
Call them out right to their face. And guess what? You know what the left is focused on? I haven't seen this trend at all. I haven't seen one mainstream media article about it. So the press secretary destroys the fake news media by exposing the fake narratives. But what does the mainstream media and the left wing trends focus on? Paw Patrol, Lego sets, and the cops show. So the press secretary specifically said about cancel culture, we see Paw Patrol has been canceled. Then she said we saw cops get canceled and live PD get canceled. The left reacted by trending every single thing, laughing at her, calling her a liar because Paw Patrol is still on the air. These people are actual idiots because she specifically said and I quote, specifically about cancel culture, Paw Patrol has been canceled. She wasn't talking about the show being canceled off the air. She was talking about the show being canceled by the woke mob. They canceled the show. The woke mob canceled the show, not canceled off the air. It just got canceled by the woke mob because there was a police officer cop. And this is what the left is focused on. This is what the left, all the mainstream media is focused on. Hard talking about Lego sets, the cop show, and Paw Patrol. Meanwhile, she just went out there and completely exposed every last ounce of their entire narrative, and they completely bury it and cover it up. Fox News at one point even cut their broadcasting to go back to the anchor because they didn't want any more of that Portland rioting footage to be shown. People need to start waking up because these Democrats that are running things, these Democrat voters, are all mentally ill. And they need to be educated. They need to see the truth. They need to see the light. And it's not too late, and it will never be too late. So, to be honest, some of these Marxists, they're just so far gone. There's just no hope for them. It's like those crackheads that you see in Hollywood Boulevard. There's no rehabilitation of them. Their brains are so fried. They're so far gone. They're so far removed from society. They're just a done deal. That person will always be homeless. That person will always have problems. There's no rehabilitating that person. Why even try almost? That's how it is with some of these Marxists. But guess what? Every single day, there's some silver lining to this. Every single day, I am getting a new text about a new story from friends of mine who have liberal friends that used to hate Trump's guts. They used to be never Trump. And guess who they're voting for now? They're voting for Trump. And you want to know why? Because the media, the Democrats, and the mainstream media's treatment of coronavirus and the lying about the riots and the mass crime that is ensuing following the Black Lives Matter and Antifa. It has been a major red pill. And every single day I'm hearing words from my friend over here, my friend over there, my friend over, from all over the place of people saying, yeah, my liberal friends that hated Trump, they're voting Trump now. They just don't want it. They're just being secret about it. This has been a massive red pill and a great awakening. It is almost like the Democrats want everybody to vote Republican with their actions. If you support my show and want to help support me financially, the left has been actively